looking a little shaggy. Well, not to worry. A fresh cut and you'll feel like a whole new person. Just make sure you cut away the right parts, or your old friends won't recognize you.
I'm here to recover a piece of Ford's mind, and something tells me it's up in that lighthouse. Yep. Always happy to get another nugget of wisdom. Yep. Oh.
You think you get rid of those things, but they always seem to come back.
I can't jump with these things on. Die, you annoying pests!
Oh my, well, accidents happen.
Yeah, that was no accident, that was brilliant problem solving. Ugh, more of these things!
Hey, now, this is their home. You're just a visitor.
Here's the steamer trunk tag. Almost had it. I just need to focus a little longer with this clairvoyance. So sick of these bugs. Well, at least I know how to deal with them now. Sorry, insects, but you're in my way. Huh?
What have you done?
Cleaned up the streets?
Those were peaceful protesters, Lucy.
Lucy? What's that sound?
Lucy, is that really you?
Ford, it's me, Raz.
Are you really the same person I used to know?
Ford, I just saw you. Remember the bacon?
I can't even recognize the person you become. I feel a bad storm gathering, drawn close. Very close. Hey guys, that's a little bit too close, okay? Wait a minute. You're not Lucy.
It is such a relief to hear you say that.
You're something from deep inside her. Something dangerous we accidentally unlocked. Hey, you lousy little Mike, how'd you get in here? Don't push me. I'll gargle a whole bottle of hydrocide if I need to.
Lucretia went to Grulovia.
She went back to protect her family, to help her country. Oh, but it changed her. War changes everybody. Inside all of us, we all have dark roots. Well, sometimes we need that darkness to survive. Careful. Sometimes it's hard to get it back in the bottle.
Oh, sorry, Ford. I dozed off there for a sec. Ford? Huh. I guess he finished up. Well, if you see Ford, tell him he did a great job. I feel like a completely different person.
Only one more piece of Ford's mind to reconnect. I'm making progress. But what if Maligula shows up here? And Ford's not ready. I need to hurry up.
Improve your networking skills with our new mental connection pins.
Scanning access granted.
Ford! It's me, Raz, from Whispering Rock. I need to come in there and talk to you.
Sorry, senior staff only.
What? Really? Senior staff? Fine. I'll get Nick. He's senior staff. I think. Oh no, not again. There you go, Nick. Now stay away from these machines.
Airmail?
I'm working on finding you a brain to keep you out of trouble.
Snow, nor rain, nor heat, nor gloom.
Scanning access granted.
Away from prying eyes.
This is the lobby?
Nobody comes down here.
There's some weird kid right over there.
So what? He's not gonna tell your husband anything. Come on, Sherry. You can't let that kid get to you.
Chet, it's over. We've been discovered.
But Sherry, we promised each other that this year we'd throw your husband a surprise party.
You're right. And he deserves it.
Yes, he does.
Especially considering how understanding he was about our affair.
Yeah, I see him. I think he's just one of the new interns. Better get ready for the next mission. No walls over here. I swear I hear music coming from the woods. You saw Fort Cruller where? Astral Lane.
Yep.
turns for all you interns.
Careful.
Outturns, his turns,
Looks like you're
her
starting to burn
turns,
a little.
and their
Oh
turns.
man, the other guards are gonna be so jealous.
Scanning for fingerprint. Access granted.
Nice to see you again, Rasputin. And you've managed to stay clothed. Very good.
Wow. Look at all these gadgets.
Gadgets?
Sorry, machines. Psycho-reactive technology?
Rasputin, I thought you would recognize these for what they are. These are dreams. Where do you think machines come from? They spring forth from the human imagination. They are human thought made real. I invented that one when I was angry. When I designed that one, I was sad. That one, I was just hungry.
Incredible.
Glad you like them. You know, I'm not supposed to check out equipment to interns, but Agent 9 seems to put a lot of faith in you, my boy. So, if you'd like to try one out, just let me know.
Oh, man. Agent Mentalis?
Yes, Rasputin?
Got any cool devices to lend out?
Shh! Interns aren't allowed to check out my devices. But if you were to take your time, say, delivering one of these to Sasha or Mia, well, that would be none of my business. This one is a thought tuner. Use it to find stray thoughts floating around the world. And this psi-enhanced camera is for creating photographic memories. I'd train you how to use them, but that would only increase my legal liability. Have fun. And thanks for delivering those items to Sasha and Mia.
What's your theory on the mole?
Oh, I really haven't thought too much about it. Maybe I should make a lie detector.
So is Maligula as bad as people say?
Oh, I don't like to think about that name. If my device had just worked better that day, so many things would be different now.
What device did you build to fight Maligula?
The hyperhyglaciator. It amplified our hydrokinetic powers and allowed us to freeze water semi-permanently. But Maligula threw our friend Helmet in the water just before the device went off. He was frozen so deeply in my hyper-ice, we were never able to recover his body. Only Ford saw it happen, and he's unable to tell us where to look for it.
How do these machines make contact with your mind?
The secret is the Psychonium. It's a psychoreactive quartz-like mineral that responds to and amplifies psychic energy. It vibrates with the psychic waves, driving the machines.
Well, I ought to let you get back to work.
Very, very humorous.
Agent Mentalis?
Yes, Rasputin?
Well, I ought to let you get back to work.
Very, very humorous. You shouldn't be back here. It's not safe. Also, personal bubble.
Got a side card. Oh. Approved hazing rituals for new agents. Some things never change, I guess.
Brand new mental connection pins available. Whenever you need more gear, the automatic will be here.
Yep. I'll take that card. So many brains.
All voluntarily donated upon death. I have all the paperwork. Somewhere.
These people are all dead?
Their bodies are, and their brains are no longer capable of thought. But I've preserved them here, in the brain frame.
What for?
Experiments.
Ew. Really?
No room for the squeamish in psychic science, Sonny. The mind is the final frontier of humanity, and we've only begun to explore its mysteries. That is, after all, the true mission of the Psychonauts. Someday, my brain will live here, and yours too.
What?
Should have read that NDA more carefully.
I like this one. That one looks like mine. They're all starting to look the same to me. I think I see a dead fly in there. Ick. This one's my favorite. So small. How's it? Yikes. I feel like this one came from a celebrity. You call that a brain? I feel like this one came from a criminal. I have a feeling this person died in jail. Hey, this one looks not bad. Not bad at all. Probably been a long time since you've had a visitor. I hope you don't mind pop-ins. Maybe I'm too late. Doesn't seem to be any life left here. Oh, hello. Can you hear me? My name is Raz. Who are you? How long have you been in here? What's your name?
Sorry. Oh, you. Sorry, I just haven't talked in such a long time. Oh my gosh, is that my voice? Is that what I sound like? What do you sound like? Oh my gosh, who are you? Are you not me?
My name is Raz.
Words. Words? You're saying words to me? What was that non-word sound I just made? Am I dying? No, not dying. I feel alive. Very alive. Who are you? Who am I? Am I anything? Am I everything? Am I God? Oh, I'm not sure, but I feel like I might be God, or the universe, or the ultimate cosmic oneness, or something in that jam. Am I right?
Well, basically right now, you're kind of a brain in a jar.
Huh?
But if you can remember your name, we might be able to find out what happened to your body.
I can't remember much of anything.
I believe you are suffering from extreme sensory deprivation. Years with no physical input has caused your memory and identity complexes to atrophy.
Oh, I am not ready for words that big yet.
I happen to know of a body that needs a brain right now to keep it out of trouble. If I were to place you in that body, you would start to receive fresh sensory input, which could trigger some of your lost memories.
Let's do it! Wait, what's a body? Aren't we all one?
I'll be right back.
What? Where can you go? This is everything!
I promise to be quick. While I'm gone, you try to remember stuff.
Okay, but please hurry. I'll try to remember when I created the universe. Or when I destroyed it.
If I put this brain into Nick's body, I think I'd be helping them both out. As well as helping me to get into the mail clerk's private office. Come with me, handsome. Have brain will travel. Back to the mailroom to put it in Nick's head. I'm getting the sense there are some stray thoughts nearby. I should check it out with
Scanning. Access granted.
Nick!
O.T.V.G.C?
Nick, how would you feel about an upgrade to your sense of self-protection?
Ooh.
Can you hear me? Ball of light. Are you in there?
Light, dark, and every flavor in between. But all these colors are just one band in this sensual rainbow of rainbows. What is this room, and how can I taste it all at once? And who composed this symphony?
Nick?
One symphony is beautiful, but 100 all at once? Oh God, I can smell the Big Bang! There's an ant in the wall that's grinding its teeth. Everythingness, oneness, nothingness, nothingness, nothingness! Is this cashmere? It's too delicious!
I should really go back in there, but I'm just a little scared. Ooh. Hey, Nick, I've got something here that will help.
Is it a blindfold? Earplugs?
Better.
Oh, I don't know if you want to come in.
Whoa, 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 what the? Ball of light? Are you in here?
I'm here. Everything's here. Too many things are here.
You're experiencing a sensory overload. Try to stay calm. Whatever you do, don't have a...
Oh no. I can't breathe. My fight or flight response is triggering. I say light. Light! You're handling this so much better than I would be. I feel like I'm about to go on stage. How do we get out of here? I don't like it here. Stay calm, man. Stay calm.
I don't know how to beat it. It's just too fast.
Dear universe, please shut up! There we are. This is good. Let's stay here.
I don't I don't like the looks of these, but I guess they're a sign that he's remembering something. Hope this is a good memory. I don't like the looks of these, but I guess they're a sign that he's remembering something. Where are we?
Shh. It's a quiet place.
Hope this is a good memory. Come in?
Hey, I know you. You're... Vision.
Yeah, and you're needed on stage. Come on, Psy King.
My dark place!
Psy King? You know, Vision sounds a lot like my friend Ford. Were you in a band with Ford Cruller?
Good old Vision. He always had such a good eye for, visuals.
I see. Well, maybe when your full memory returns. First tag.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm happy to have an audience again, but...
I just wish we knew what to do with them.
I think I hear something. Oh! How's everybody doing tonight? Okay, here's the situation. Nick's body is sending you all sorts of sensory input. Smells, tastes, visuals, sounds, tactile feedback. You've just got to deal with it.
We know how to deal with a crowd, man.
Speak for yourself. I don't remember a thing. Wow.
You know what this crowd wants?
Yeah, they came for a feast of the senses.
So give it to them.
Oh, wow, man, it's been so long, I don't even know where my violin is.
What is a feast of the senses? Is it a band?
Well, it's more than a band, man. It's a non-stop festival of sights, sounds, smells, feelings, and flavors. And yes, it was our old band. Our old friends.
Who was in the band?
Besides me, there was Tasty, Dr. Touch, Audio, Sniffles, and of course on the mic we had the Psy King.
What happened to the feast?
Well, the audience just disappeared one day, and the band drifted apart. I'd do anything to get the band back together again.
I'll find your violin. Just tell me where you last used it.
Can I even remember what it looked like? If only you could see the world the way I see it.
Huh. I thought the inside of an eyeball would be goopier.
Huh. This kind of reminds me of our old stage setup. Coincidence?
The tip of the tongue, the lips and the teeth.
What's that, a new friend? No? An old friend then? Hey, what are you doing? Oh, that's right, it's that kind of world.
Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2, 3. Ooh, pretty. Yep.
Eyes are the window. Color is the bridge.
Are you copper bottoming them, my man? No, I'm aluminiuming them, my man. Check 1. Check 1. Check. Can we get a little more volume in this mic? Man, those things are too fast.
Check this out.
Whoa!
When you're alone as long as I was, time loses some of its meaning, and your perception of it becomes your reality. Want to give it a try? Is this all the colors there are? I'm starting to remember that there might be more.
Check. Testing. Is this mic on?
Is that a fish? I think it's a fish. Or a bus. I forget which is which. can do it, man. You got time. Well, you rode on it, so I guess it's a bus.
Check one. Or is it testing? Check one. Check one. Check. Sibilance. Check. I've got eyes on the target. And I've got eyes on me. Hi!
I see the violin! Did you see it? Sorry if you already saw it. I just think we should be checking in with each other. You know?
Light and time band together to fill the universe.
You guys ever tried saying yes? Teamwork. put his violin in here anyway? To protect the sound? Is it climate controlled?
Testing. Is this mic on? Can we get a little more volume in this mic?
Oh, what's this? Do you eat it?
Only if you're not careful.
Ooh, those look dangerous. Let's go somewhere else.
You're mind nutting now, okay?
Oh, let's do that again.
There we go.
Man, this is a lot to take in. But I like it.
Nothing truly bends but our minds.
It's all so beautiful. But it's too much. Too many colors.
Don't panic.
Ah, you said panic. Oh, thank you. I don't know what got into me.
I think I hear some emotional baggage nearby. This guy needs a duffel bag tag. Oh!
Once we get these light ticklers hooked up, the stage show is going to be incredible. Hey, more of those killing friends. We did it! I don't like the look of that thing.
Yep. Oh!
these terms correctly, it's been a while. Oh, I hope this goes better than last time. Why do all these creeps hate you so much? Don't tell Vision I said this, but eyeballs are kind of gross. If you look at them closely. I already feel horrible for saying that. Oh, I know this one. This is a blender, right? This is a strange way to use a blender. Oh, you're right, it's a lamp. A lamp for making drinks. Good old Vision. He always had such a good eye for, visuals.
I think I hear something.
We are all just frequencies in the same beam of light, rainbow-bound and bonded.
You think that statue's big enough? Ah, well, you need a big ego at the front of the band, am I right?
Are you copper bottoming them, my man? No, I'm aluminiuming them, my man. Check 1, 2, check 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing.
My eyes feel so full, I think they might throw up. Is that possible? Is that what crying is? Doesn't anyone here just want to sit and talk? It's always now, 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 and then kill, kill, kill. This stuff is called O.T.V.G.C. I assume because of all the giant eyes. Okay, I know this looks like a blender, but do not pour any drinks in it.
The tip of the tongue, the lips and the teeth. Check 1. Or is this 2?
near to the object we desire. What was that again? Something to do with mixed drinks?
Is this the end? Or have we bent around back to the beginning?
Oh, right, it's a violin. That's what we wanted. Well, what are you waiting for?
Oh, yep. Yeah!
And it's better, but to handle a crowd that size, we need the whole band, man. We need Tasty, Sniffles, Dr. Touch.
And Audie.
Yeah, Audio. You're remembering, man.
Where are they all now?
Oh, they wandered off when the audience left. Could be anywhere. This festival covers so many acres.
Hey! Didn't we used to have a cool band van?
Fearmobile! I'll bet they're still at the festival somewhere.
Woohoo! So what's driving?
Oh, let's try the concession stand. They might be there, and I'm getting hungry. They might have wandered into the campgrounds, it's true.
Whoops. Sorry.
We're not here to run people over, all right? Good idea. Let's look here. Well, this is the campground. Dr. Touch and Audie used to like to come here.
They like to get high out here.
So, you're saying they're up there?
Yep. The view up there is amazing.